I have a couple other ex-significant others. I have some dogs. I've had some dogs. I have three grandchildren. But personally, the thing that has made the most to me is my involvement with political. This is the political table. Okay? And by the way, Rick's birthday was yesterday, and it's also the anniversary of Moncada, which, if you don't know, Moncada was when Fidel Castro and a bunch of Cubans took over the armory to get arms, and it was a part of the onion in 1956, I think, 53. So it's regarded as the beginning of the Cuban Revolution. And I gotta say this. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't think there's any super strong MAGA people here. If there are, I respect you and you're welcome and all that stuff, but it does my heart well to see that. And everything is political. I went to Cuba in 1970 with the Pennsylvania Brigade. And at the time, it was one of the top 4 most subversive organizations in the world. Or listed by the U.S., along with the Black Panthers, the Weathermen, the Young Ones. I had worked in the rural South for 2 years. I grew up very liberal. Boy Scouts, USA,
conservative. We grew up conservative.
We did? I don't remember that.
Well,
I thought my parents were liberal.
they were, but you know, they're. Well, you're right. The Boy Scouts was conservative. Mom and Dad were liberal, so it's kind of like.
Well, whatever.
It's relative.
The matter.
I lost my train of thought.
Cuba.
So I worked in the rural South, and in a very predominantly black. That's a whole long story. But I went to some places. Gee's Bend.
Oh, Gee's Bend. Yeah, Alabama.
Alabama. It was like incredible. You can't imagine how you can't imagine anything you see, and the worst in third world countries is right there. Poverty, naturally the segregation. I can tell you some stories about my brother who came down and stayed with me, and sat next to a black person in the assembly, and was ostracized for all the time he was with me. You know, it's just anyway. So when I went to Cuba, it completely changed everything, because I said, you can't have a society that is, it's not perfect, but everybody's accepted. It's building towards sharing the wealth, improving everybody's livelihood. Cuba still has one of the best medical things in the world right now, including they send doctors wherever there's emergencies and stuff. So I came back and I became a communist. And I was with some groups, and then in 2000 I hooked up with Workers' World. And to tell you the truth, my involvement with the political stuff is the thing that has given me the most deepest fulfillment. I mean, the Super Science Saturday is fun, but it's not like feeling that you're trying to make a better world. And all these people here, not everyone here, I think does their thing to try and make a better world. And that's all terrific. These people at this table, much better than I have, for 50 years now, for most of them, have dedicated their life to making a better world. And we'd be happy to talk to you about our vision of what that means, because you've been brainwashed literally and propagandized that socialism, communism, all those things are horrible. You know, but you got to think about who's been propagandizing it. I'm sorry to give a political rap, but I wouldn't be true to myself without. I got to do it, and I'm so happy these people are here. The other thing I'm remembering is there's only one person in addition to my kids who was at my 70th birthday, and that's Sarah. And Sharon and Tom. I don't remember if you were at my 60th birthday or not, or my 50th. It's possible that you were. Were you? I don't know if you remember. I don't know. So anyway, you guys have to go. I don't know if you want to say. Well, let's just start out. Tony, go ahead.